Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Shatoka, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. So today is November 1st, and I wanted to do a monthly recap of everything I made in October. I actually did upload a October sewing plans video, and I was actually able to knock out all of my October sewing plans makes, and I added one extra in here as well. So if that is some content you want to see, go ahead and stick around. So if you hadn't saw, I had did a pattern review for the first two makes that I'm going to show you guys. It is Simplicity 3003. I absolutely love how both of the tops came out, and I made two. The first one I made was a mock-up, but it is a wearable muslin, and I'm definitely going to be wearing it out. And then I made a second one in a dotted fabric. So the first one was a teal one, and I ended up cutting a size 16 in both of these tops. I grabbed the pattern envelope for 16 through 24, and I really like the fit of them both. If you guys hadn't seen the pattern review, I omitted the zipper in this pattern. You really don't need it at all, but I really love this like turquoise teal color. Thrifted this fabric at Salvation Army, and I haven't wore this one out. I actually haven't wore the other one either, but I did put it on for you guys in the video, so you guys will have seen that. But I'm also too going to go ahead and put the video up of me in the second top as well as this one just styled with some jeans. But I really love this top. I love a sleeve that is a little bit different, has a little bit extra, and it was a simple pattern. I really love how it came out. It is now a tried and true for me. Definitely glad I made it up. Some things that I would change. I do think I'll continue to not use the zipper in it. However, other than that, like, this is one of those patterns that are really self-explanatory. Like, the pieces, you know, they come together really easily. You really don't even need to follow the instructions. If you've been sewing for a while, it's one of those where you know where the sleeve goes, you know the insertion, you know how to hem. There is a neckband on this view, so I did put the neckband in here, and then the second one that I did, it's actually like a turtleneck or mock neck. It doesn't come super high, but it has that really nice look, and I love this fabric so much. This is a jersey fabric that I got from Joann Fabrics, and I absolutely love it. I actually cannot wait to wear this out. I would, like I said, I put it on for you guys in the video, but exactly the way I styled it in that video, I'm wearing it out like that pretty soon, because I definitely want to get it in before it gets too cold here in Chicago, because I don't want to have to be like super bundled up. I would like to wear just like a leather jacket and just be nice and cute and still be able to show it and not be freezing outside. But yeah, definitely wearing this pretty soon. So the next thing that I'm going to share with you guys is actually a slip skirt. I had talked about this in my sewing plan. So again, my October sewing plans, I did everything except for one thing, and I'm just going to let you guys know which pattern I use for that. So I wanted to do another slip skirt. I have done a couple slip skirts before with different patterns. One is a butterick and one is a, I believe it's a Simplicity. But I wanted to try this new look one. I had got this pattern on the sale when Hobby Lobby was having like the 99-cent sale for all of the new look patterns, and I ended up doing view C. So this is new look 6623, and on the pattern envelope she has on a leopard print, and I really wanted to do a leopard print as well. So I was going to do view B, which is what the model has on a pattern envelope. However, I knew for me, I prefer a longer length. So what I ended up doing was I used view C, which is the longest length in this skirt, because there's 3 variations in the skirt. They're all cut on a bias and they're the same skirt, but they have different finishings at the top. So this is an elastic waist skirt, and I love that. I did cut a size, what did I cut? I think I cut a 18 for this. I got the pattern envelope for 10 through 22. If it's a different size, I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can see. But I believe I cut at a size 18, and it's still really wasn't as long as I would have liked. So I really do think I'm going to go back to the Butterick elastic waist slip skirt to be my preference, because I really love that length. But other than that, it came together really nicely. And where did I get this fabric? Actually, I got this at New Rainbow Fabrics here in Chicago, and I really love it. So nice. I actually did end up just cutting, like doing 2 seams on the side and then just cutting real nice into my seam allowance, because I had noticed that when I did my overlocking, it kind of like made a ripple on the side, and I think that's because it's cut on a bias, and I didn't like that, so I actually ended up having to cut that out. But preferably for this type of fabric, I think it would have been best to do a French seam. I did let this hang like a couple of days, because it's always recommended that with a slip skirt or anything cut on a bias, you let it hang for at least a day before you hem it. But you guys, it's still kind of like stretched a little bit more, and so you'll see when I show you guys the cutaway of me in the skirt, it's actually kind of like on an angle, and I was gonna fix it, but then I was like, it gives it some character, so I'm gonna leave it as is. Just styled this with a black top and some black over the knee boots, because again, I actually wanted it to be longer, so instead of showing leg, because I actually wanted to be able to like wear it with like a booty and not have any like skin showing, I'm just wearing it with a over the knee boot to cover instead. But really love it. This fabric is so nice. I love me a good animal print, and I do not see that coming to an end anytime soon. Like, I actually was just watching Raven Maureen's video, and she had a beautiful leopard print from Hobby Lobby. I gotta go get it. I absolutely gotta go get it. It's so nice, and it looks really like thick. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get that, because I don't care how much animal print I have in my collection. Like, I love it. Like, when I see one that's really good, I'm gonna grab it. So the next skirt that I actually ended up making, it's actually it wasn't in my sewing plans. However, I have made this skirt before, and I did a pattern review like 2 years ago, and I had enough of this fabric left, so I actually ended up making a skirt. So this is actually the dress, well, the fabric that I used for my dress that I wore to the Usher concert, which I'll show you guys at the end, but I had more left over, so I actually ended up making a skirt. And so this is Simplicity 9751. So there is a few views in this pattern, 2 different skirt views, and I actually was going to do view B, which is just like a regular maxi skirt, but you guys, somehow, like, I don't know where the pattern pieces are, and it's literally just like one pattern piece for the view B, because it's just like a midi or maxi length skirt with the split on the side. I made it last year, and I don't know, I must have stuck this tissue in another pattern, so I was just like, whatever, I'm gonna actually make a view A, which I have made before, and it came out so nice. Again, animal print, I love it, and I love the asymmetric bottom. And this skirt does have an elastic waist, and it is truly like one of those 1-hour skirts. I really love it. So I plan to wear this just with the black top again, or a turtleneck, and some boots and some tights, and call it a day. But I absolutely love this fabric. It's so nice. It's so beautiful. I got this locally here in Chicago in New Rainbow Fabrics as well, and I just love how it turned out. I actually cut a size 16, I believe. And like I said, you guys, if the sizes are different, I'll go ahead and put it up. But before I upload this video, I'll definitely like check my tissue to make sure I'm giving you guys the right sizes. But typically I will cut like a 16 in my knit patterns for like my bottoms, because I do like a nice fit. So the next thing that I ended up making, it actually was a top, and I was actually really looking forward to this top for myself. However, it ended up being really big, and I cut a size large. It is a knit pattern, but it's just, I'm bummed because I actually really like the fabric. It's like really busy, and it gives me like retro vibes. So I'm going to end up giving it to my mom. Well, I'm going to take it to her tomorrow and have her try it on and see if she can fit it, because it's all done. It's just that it's too big, and I feel like it's going to not look as good if I just try to take it in because of the front feature. So this is McCall's 7975. This is one that was in my October sewing plans. And so I actually ended up doing view D, which is the long sleeve. And I love the twist knot front of this top. I will say though that this particular fabric or this pattern, I think you should use a fabric that is the same on front and back, because what ends up happening, because it has that knot feature, for me, it kind of is turning up and showing the back side, and I'm trying to get around that, but like it really is no getting around that. So I would suggest, if you do this pattern, do it with a fabric, a knit, like this is a knit pattern that has like the same on front and back, so that if you have that thing where it's twisting up at the bottom, it's not showing you that white side. So again, bummed that it doesn't fit, because I really like this fabric. I got this in Evanston and Vogue Fabrics, and that's just a north suburb of Chicago, and I've had it for a while, and I really wanted it to work out, but it didn't. So hopefully my mom could fit it. If not, then, because there is I think I could salvage it and do something else out of the fabric, but I hope she could fit it so it's not just like a complete fail. So the skirt that I have on, this was also in my October sewing plans. I got this fabric from Joann Fabrics. It was like a closeout fabric. I had only got like 2 yards or 1.5 yards, so I wasn't sure I was gonna have enough, but I did, and I'm so glad that it worked out. It is a really stiff fabric, probably home decor, but I've made home decor fabrics, skirts, and just different things before. But this is a pattern that I also did before, and I actually did a pattern review on the channel, and I made it like in a denim, but I decided to do view D, which is a more A-line skirt. Because of the stiffness of this skirt, the A-line look of this skirt really looks exaggerated, especially too with the pockets, and it's really high-waisted. I didn't realize how high-waisted it is. I did skip putting like the little straps that go along the side. I decided to just do just a flat, nice top to the skirt, but I do love how the front is paneled, so you have 2 pieces, well, 2 side front pieces, and then 1 piece that was cut on the fold. I really like the length of this skirt. It is a mini, so today I actually have it styled with this top that I just got from Target, and I actually had went and found some tights that are like this color, but I didn't realize I bought like little girls tights. So today I just have it styled with some brown tights, but I intend on wearing it with tights this color to match with the skirt a little bit better, and then same like brown boots that I have on. But skirt came together really quickly. Again, when I made it before, I did view B, and I had to make a lot of different alterations with that one because I cut a size 18. So for this one, I cut a size 20, and it's such a better fit. I really like it a lot. However, I do feel like it is possible that it's supposed to be a little bit lower on the waist, but I wouldn't be able to zip it if I didn't bring it up all the way up to like the smallest part of me. So in actuality, I probably should like grade in between sizes, because I usually always have the issue of having to grade things between my waist and my hips, because my hip measurement is about 46. So that sometimes put me in 20 or sometimes 22, depending on the finished garment measurements. And then of course, if the fabric has stretch, this has 0 stretch. This fabric is truly like home decor. I can see this being used for like upholstery. It's super thick. It was like sending my serger through a thing. Like I got it done, but I had to like keep rethreading my machine. It was a lot, but I absolutely love how the skirt looked, and I'm so glad I actually ended up making it. And I'm gonna make me a few more like A-line skirts, because I love me a good nice knit fitted skirt, but this one feels so cute. I feel like really like feminine and girly in this A-line skirt. So the last thing is actually the dress that I ended up wearing to the Usher concert. I actually went last weekend and decided to just do a day trip to go overnight there. We were able to get like much better seats in St. Louis, so we just drove. It's really only like about a 4.5 hour drive, and it was such a great show. I know it's about to wrap up, but if you guys haven't gone yet and you have a chance to go see it. Really great show. So I actually ended up making McCall's 8109, and I made view C, and it is the dress where it just has the ruching in the front, and on the hanger you really can't see like how cute it is, but it's just ruching on the front, and it has that nice bell sleeve. It is flat in the back. But on me, I didn't change the length or anything, and it's a mini. It was a short dress on me. I will say though, I probably could have made it a little bit longer, because it was fine. Like when I made it and I was in the house, I was okay, and I wanted to wear a mini dress, but walking and stuff it was rising, and I was like, I probably could have used like a couple more inches. But it was fine. It is what it is. And another thing, I actually don't think that I wore it correctly as far as on my arms. I had it like off the shoulder, but when I was looking back at the pattern envelope, it shows it kind of like a little bit higher. And I noticed after the fact, because there was like, not puckering, but like you can kind of tell where there was some extra fabric where I had it off of my shoulder. So I think I was supposed to actually have it up a little bit higher, but when I realized that, it was actually before we had went out and stuff, when I rose it up on my shoulder, I didn't like the length of the sleeve, because I'm a stickler about sleeves, because I've had long arms my whole life and it's really rare for me to find things. I actually found this top at Target that sleeves are long enough, and so when I rose it up where it was supposed to be, it made the sleeve like look shorter, and I didn't like that, especially with a bell sleeve. It didn't look as nice to me, so like I just had it go down on my shoulder so that it would at least clear my wrists. So lesson learned. Will I make that dress again? I'm not sure, because even with that, when I was trying to do that, it was kind of falling off of my shoulder. So I think I could probably just visit another knit pattern. I have so many like tried and true like knit dress patterns that I love, so I don't think that I'll be making this one again. I did cut a size 14, which I love the fit of it. I wanted it to be snatched. Like I didn't want to cut a 16. So as far as fit on my body, I liked how it fit. I just probably needed to add a couple of extra inches for, you know, when I was walking, I was like, you know, having to pull it down like, ooh, it's short. So other than that, like I actually loved it. So that's everything that I made in the month of October. I do want to share with you guys a couple of things that I plan on making for November, because I already have the patterns right here ready to go, and one is revisiting one here. So you guys, I love this one so much that if you guys hadn't seen that video, I talked about how, you know, I'm good for extending something and making it a dress. I feel like this would be such a cute date night dress. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to make this top a dress, because I love this sleeve detail, and I am going to do a sew along. So people have been asking me for a while, like, can you do a sew along? So it won't be super duper, I won't say it won't be super detailed. It'll be like step by step of me doing it, but I do want to take you guys along the process of me like extending a pattern, because I do it quite often. If you guys hadn't saw in the past, there's 2 different knit patterns that are shirts that I've made dresses before, and it's such a simple like hack. So I want to show you guys how I would do that. And so I do have fabric already in mind for that. So I actually was able to get this beautiful purple, it's like a rib knit, at Textile Outlet here in Chicago. Guys, I got all of this for $5. It was like a closeout, and it was like $1.95 per yard. And so I was like, you know what, just give it to me all. And she was like, you know what, just take the whole thing for $5. Y'all, this is like yards of fabric. It is not as stretchy as the jersey, but it's still really stretchy, so I still think I'll be fine with not putting the zip, but I don't think I'm going to do the turtleneck, just in case. So I do think I'm going to do the regular neckline like I did for this one, and I might just hem it as normal. I might not put the band on there, because I don't know, sometimes I feel like adding a band to things in knitwear kind of makes it look more casual, and I want this to be a cute date night dress. So I'm going to be doing that really soon. But before I get to that, I actually want to make this bodysuit from Vogue, which is, here it is right here. I just got it. So this is V2049. This is a newer one. I actually cut out the pattern already. I cut a size 16. And I love the maroon one that she has. So I plan on making this today, or at least cutting the pattern pieces out and starting. And I got this really nice like kind of mauve knit, and I just feel like this is a perfect neutral color to make a really nice bodysuit that I can dress up or dress down. On the pattern envelope, she has on like faux leather pants. I could see it with, actually, I really want to make a faux leather brown skirt like the black one that I wore in the previous video. Really love that one. So I actually, yeah, I'm gonna make the bodysuit, and then I'll see like how I feel, what I'm gonna pair with it. But I just feel like this is a bodysuit that can be dressed up or down. I can also see this mauve with some really nice jeans and some boots for the fall, but Where did I get this? I actually think I thrifted this, but I just like put it in the wash, and it's just like a spandex, but it's nice and thick. That's what I really loved about it. I'm like, this would be perfect for a bodysuit. So yeah, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you love sewing content and you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you here. Also hit the like button if you like this video, and click the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. So until next time, bye.